it's a suicide. Tell him seeking you will find, cause I'ma lose my mind. Kick a nigga ass, then give him my shoes to shine. It's do or die, I come from where we used to crime. The ooze and nine, more important than school supplies. The pools is dry, my niggas and the food is fried. The news is lies, the pigeons is too spook to fly. The rules denied, all the toughest goons is mine. That's Tunch's slime, they kill you and go do the time. We unify, your money revolutionized. The new design, we had to leave the flukes behind. They're supersized, the numbers through the roof and sky. Don't look too surprised, look through the lines. We making moves and stride, grooves and vibes. I'm too alive, these hoes need to be supervised. They put on a cute disguise, you grooms is blind. She get dick in the Uber ride, number 2 with fries. I'm pimping, now who am I? I'm who and why, I'm rude and kind. My cars are computerized, I'm cruising by, smoking blunts, Ruben size. You fools can try, these tools getting utilized. You euthanize, skirt, shoot and drive.
You run to when you're down. I just wanna fly. I'ma show you tonight that I'ma put it on you, baby. Take you past the sky. I just wanna be.
Welcome to the Kobe Bryant Film Room. In today's episode, guys, I wanted to discuss this topic because there's confusion or purposeful confusion about what is the Mamba mentality, right? What did Kobe mean by Mamba mentality, right? When he said that, when he created a thought process, of how to deal with life, right? Kobe was breaking down not only basketball, but life, the game of life as well. Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay recently had Rich Paul come on there and try to explain the Mamba mentality and completely distorted it, right? So this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to cover Kobe Bryant and what he says the Mamba mentality stood for, right? So also, this video is presented by and made by Mr. Brian Bender, right? Y'all go subscribe to Mr. Brian Bender. He is the one who put this together. So go subscribe, y'all, and let's get into it.
Once upon a time, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
That's right.
17 years old.
Young being.
The hunger, the motivation, and desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be. He worked day and night, every day.
He ain't lying.
For years and years and years and years and years. And as time went on, 20 years had passed. And he felt that he had accomplished all that he set out to accomplish.
That's right.
But what he come to realize is that the goal that he set out initially of becoming the greatest of all time was a very fickle one.
Absolutely.
And when you realize that the most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you.
So again, you guys, the greatest of all time title does not exist, right? It's an imaginary crown, right? That we like to give players that we like, that fit our criteria of greatness, right? So I have my own criteria. You watching, you have your own criteria, right? And that's okay, right? But the players who go for this title, they end up stressing themselves out their whole careers trying to find out, am I the greatest? Am I better than this guy? Am I greater than this guy? No, you're leaving behind a legacy of people who admire you and respect you, right? And Kobe realized that later on in his career. Like, look, I'll leave that to the fans. You know what I'm saying? To determine whether I'm the greatest or not. What I'm chasing is respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm chasing it. What I'm chasing is admiration and people to appreciate what I brought to the game, right?
And how it carries forward to the next generation.
Passing the game
You
on.
realize that's what makes true greatness.
Yeah.
The story would be about transformation.
And that's the thing, as the face of the league, you have a responsibility, and as the best player in the league, you have the responsibility to pass down information that you know to the next generation in hopes that they can take the game and move the game forward. That's real respect of the game. That's what real all-time greats do, is pass down the knowledge and help the younger generation so that they can carry the league. Because without them, the leagues will die.
Of a kid looking inwardly to then growing up and understanding the importance and the power of an outward. I love playing basketball. There's nothing like it.
What is it you love?
This is the ball when it bounces, the sound that it makes, the smell of the basketball, the nets when you shoot the ball and it
The
goes
love
right
of the
through
game
net.
can't be replaced, y'all.
The sneakers that just squeak on the wood, the strategies, the competition, the camaraderie, the fans. We just go on and on and on. Mentality is it's a way of life. It's not an attitude per se, but it's a way to live. It's just trying to get better every single day. It's not something where you live with like a bravado or anything like that. It's just the simplest form of just
Y'all hear that? So what Shannon and Rich Paul were attempting to do was knock Kobe's personality. But Kobe's personality and how he was a loner and off-putting was not the Mamba mentality. Let's hear that again. What the Mamba mentality was.
It's a way to live. It's just trying to get better every single day. It's not something where you live with like a bravado or anything like that. It's just the simplest form of just trying to get better at whatever it is that you're doing. I think the best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb,
dedication,
to be a sponge. Right? But you always want to outwork your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that. You start with where you want your game to be, what would make your game most unstoppable or hard to deal with. And now you work backwards from there. And you start building it one piece at a time, one move at a time, one counter at a time. First time we sat down and watched film, I was kind of like, all right, we're gonna watch my touches. All right, we're gonna watch my touches and blah, blah, blah. No, we watched the game from start to finish. We're watching the start of the game to the end of the game. And not like the TV feed. We're watching the in-arena feed. Woo. The layup line, the timeouts.
Damn. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, rewinding, stopping, fast forward, rewinding, slow motion, every little thing, every game of that season. With the 82-year-old Yoda.
Oh my God. So let me tell you guys something. That is tough. And the reason why I know it's tough is because you guys see me do it. You guys see me cover these games, and y'all see me, bro. These are long games, bro. These are 2 hours, 40 minutes, no commercial breaks, man. These are long games, bro, and I cover them, man. I cover them. That's why I said like and subscribe. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, push that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Because, bro, it's hard work going through these games. Now, imagine being a player where you're going through every single game of the season. Bro, it takes me 2 hours to do the video, then 2 or maybe 3 hours to do the video. Then it takes me some time to edit the video. Then it takes me time to upload the video. Man, this video takes me all day sometimes, right? I put in the hard work for y'all, man, to give y'all entertainment. So when y'all at work doing y'all thing, y'all can listen to me talk, you know what I'm saying, about our favorite basketball players and our favorite games. You know what I'm saying? It's hard work, y'all.
Who is as brutally
And as
honest.
y'all see, I want to remind y'all too, as y'all see, I started this, 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago. Man, bro, look how many videos I got. I've been working non-stop. Look how many videos I got. And look how long they are. They aren't short videos. Look how long they are. I've been working non-stop, legit.
As you can get.
What did that teach you that season?
You know, it taught me to look at detail. Right, look at things at their smallest. Right, look at body language. You know, look at the energy between players, our team and the other team.
Wow.
Right, look at the tactics. You know, look at the overall strategy, and to look at how tactically things are manifesting themselves. And because I watched so much film, then it gave me the ability to see game in real time as if I was watching film.
Wow.
Where I can see pop, 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 pop. Because a lot of times the game starts moving really fast.
Preparation, man.
But if you train yourself to watch hours and hours of film, the game's not moving that fast anymore. You can really recognize who's doing
One
what
word,
and why.
maniacal.
Then you can position guys in the right places in real time.
So now all of a sudden you found something that made you even,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bigger,
Yeah.
better. What was that feeling like?
I want more. I want more. I want to learn more. Where can I learn more? Where can I look? You know, I want more. I want to learn this thing some more. There's got to be another level. I learned the spirituality of the game, the mindfulness that comes with the game. You know, understanding how to put yourself aside, how to try to quiet your ego, and play effortless basketball. And that approach to the game was something that I felt really separated me from the pack.
Difference with Kobe Bryant and every other player in the world is his mentality. You take a look, Chris Rock sitting right next to Kobe Bryant, shooting the
I
breeze,
remember that.
funniest man in the world, telling jokes, and take a look at Kobe Bryant. I don't even.
How many of y'all watched that shit live? I watched that live, man, and I said, oh, Kobe's in the zone. Kobe trying to win us this. Yeah, he going in. He in the zone. He in all-time killer mode.
You know, I think greatness is an infinite growth. You know, every single day, are you getting better and better and better? Are you constantly growing? Greatness is not a destination. I think it's a process more so than anything. You know, if you have that mentality, then you'll continually chase greatness. And in that process of understanding that you'll never truly achieve it, but you'll keep getting better every single day.
So I believe that's greatness too. I don't believe you could achieve greatness and just get satisfied. When you look at all the great pioneers of the world, they never just stop. They continue to innovate. So listen to what greatness is according to Kobe. Listen.
And you know, if you have that mentality, then you'll continually chase greatness. And in that process of understanding that you'll never truly achieve it, but you'll keep getting better every single day. And you'll continually strive to reach your fullest potential. And I think that process and that journey is what greatness is.
And that helps you no matter what field you're in, right? And you guys who aren't Kobe fans out there, you guys who are LeBron fans, Tim Duncan fans, MJ fans, you guys who aren't necessarily fans of Kobe Bryant, but you love basketball and you're trying to be successful in life, these things can help you. This mentality can help you all across the board. This is why people gravitate towards Kobe so much, is because the strength mentally was on another level, y'all. This is what Mamba mentality was about.
The fact of the matter is I'm still trying to get better. So if I'm playing against a weaker opponent and I start coasting, I'm building nothing but bad habits myself.
Yep.
If you want to play at an excellent level, if you want to do something excellent,
Never
you have to be
let
excellent
up,
all the
y'all.
time. It's a way of life. It's not just I show up on Monday and be excellent. No, it don't work that way. Right? You gotta be excellent across the board. Right? That's how you build habits. When excellence becomes a habit, then that's just who you are. It's an obsessiveness.
So you see that even when you're playing a bad team, your goal should be still the same thing. The same way you treat that good team is the same way you should treat that bad team, with full effort and going there with a mindset to annihilate them, to embarrass them. You do that to all opponents. The best opponents and the worst opponents. You annihilate both with the same energy.
comes along with it. You want things to be as perfect as they can be, understanding that nothing is ever perfect. But the challenge is trying to get them as perfect as they can be.
Right.
And what can you do? It's in your control. So control what you can. I can watch film all day long. It's going to help me
Get better.
Yes.
So you'll pick up the phone, you'll call people who are leaders in the industry, and you just pick their brain?
Learn it.
Exactly. That's exactly. I mean, I just cold call people. Absolutely. I just cold call people and just pick their brain about stuff.
What have you learned from Bill Russell?
Wow. So
this is important, right? Because Bill Russell is the ultimate winner in the barometer of team success. So I want you guys to understand this, right? You had other guys who were successful. Bill Russell is the pinnacle of success. Now let's go through it.
tactically speaking, because I'm always geek out about the game. He said when I played, I could score the ball, I could handle the ball, and I could pass the ball. But it was really important in order for us to win. I had to look at my teammates and say, okay, there's other players here that do that better. Therefore, I must allow them to do that. And what I do best is defend and rebound. So I'm going to completely focus on that.
What did you learn about?
So that's the strategy within the game, and you see that the years that Kobe played with Shaq, he gave up the ball as the second option, right? You see it when he played with Pau Gasol. He would let his teammates work, even before Pau Gasol, the Kwame Brown years. He let his teammates flow within the game, and then he would try to take over later, right? Bill Russell, let me tell you guys something about Bill Russell. Bill Russell is not getting the credit that he deserves for being a strategist of the game of basketball. Bill Russell was the ultimate strategist, y'all. He had the strategy in his mind, right? Hey, look, I can do this. I can score more. I don't need to. I don't want to get in people's way. It's not just about numbers, guys. You got to let your teammates do their jobs. You got to allow them to get better. You know what I'm saying? Let them do their jobs. If he's a point guard, let him be a point guard. Don't take the ball out of his hands unless he's screwing up. You know what I'm saying? But that's the mentality of Bill Russell is to, hey, I rebound, that's what I do. I defend, that's what I do. I don't need to score and get in my teammates' way just for the sake of putting up numbers.
Learn
Trying
about
to win.
leadership from Bill Russell.
Wow. One of the things he said is at the time he was dealing with a lot of racial issues in Boston.
Unbelievable.
And stories, people throwing things at him during the game and yelling the craziest things from on the court. I said, well, how did you deal with it? He said, well, I internalized it. I felt like the best thing that I could do is use that as fuel.
Bro, that's strength, bro. That's strength. Because you know there's nothing you can do about it. And those people are going to be there every single time you're in the arena. They're going to boo your ass. Not because you're a bad player, right? Not because you play for the Celtics, but because you're black. That's strength, bro. Bill Russell was a strong man, bro.
As opposed
And
to
he was the GOAT, absolutely.
simply having an emotional outburst to them. I decided to use that as energy to enhance my performance, right? So even though it seems as if he's tuning out the noise, he isn't. He's hearing it and he's using it.
That's right. Never tune out the noise, y'all. When you hear naysayers go at you, when you see people go at you hard, never internalize that. Take that in, bro, and try to run through that wall, bro.
Always felt like the people that feel pressure are the people that cut corners or really didn't put the work in. If you know you've put in all the work, what is there to be nervous about? You've done it thousands of times before. You just go up there and do it one more time. Really a question of which side of the fence do you want to be on? Do you want to be nervous in those situations, or do you not want to be nervous in those situations? Do you want to look at pressure as a normal sport occurrence, like breathing is to every single day of your life?
So you're nervous when you don't practice, right? And I believe that with all my heart as well, right? Because, bro, take this for example. You go to the gun range, right, for the first time, right? You're nervous, you're shaking, you're moving, you're shooting the shot off the target, right? Away from the target, right? The more comfortable you get and the more knowledge you have about the mechanics of a firearm, you're going to shoot dead on. You're going to shoot closer to the target. You're going to shoot more calm. Why? Because you have that experience. You have that repetition. So you've been through it time and time again. Riding a bike, you're nervous the first time. You're falling down. You don't want to fall. The more you ride your bike, yo, you don't need somebody behind you holding you up. You know what I'm saying? So you're prepared for those situations. And that's the same thing with practicing. You want to practice hard, right? You want to practice hard and grind hard. That way, the grind is easy to you. You know what I'm saying? The games are easier. The practices are easier than the games.
Then you put in the work. And if you don't, then that's on you. Emotions come and go. The important thing is to accept them all, to embrace them all. Yeah. And then you can choose to do with them what you want versus being controlled by emotion. And I've always had some of my best.
And never be controlled by emotion, guys. Right? That's the worst thing you can do, especially if you're men out there. Right? If you're a man, never be controlled by your emotions, bro. Internalize everything, right? But you also have to be able to. You don't have to just take everything in. You have to be able to control it. Right? When it comes into your life, you have to be able to control it. So if you can't control what's in your life, you're gonna allow all sorts of chaos, right? You want to be able to take something in and say, okay, well, what am I gonna do next? What's the strategy, right? What am I gonna do next? You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna fold under pressure, or I'm gonna excel?
This is on the road. When fans boo, I absolutely love it. I thrive on it. They don't understand who I am. Not only am I comfortable being an outsider, that has become a source of motivation for me. So when I go to these places and you boo, it actually comforts me. Yeah.
And he ain't lying. He ain't just saying that. Like, I think his best games were when people were booing him. And see, people don't understand that shit. When somebody's booing you, it makes you want to annihilate their ass. You know what I'm saying? For true competitors.
What does losing feel like to you?
It's exciting.
Why is it exciting?
Because it means you have different ways to get better. There's certain things that you can figure out, that you can take advantage of, right? Certain weaknesses that were exposed that you need to shore up. Right, so it was exciting. I mean, it sucks to lose,
right?
But at the same time, there are answers there if you just look at them.
Because you get the information from losing more than from winning, probably.
Yeah. I mean, the answers are there when you win too. You just have to look at them.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a constant process. It's exciting when you win. It's exciting when you lose, because the process should be exactly the same.
Exactly.
Whether you win or you lose.
That's exactly. So this is what I tell basketball fans. It's okay for your favorite player to lose. Bro, it's a learning experience, right? Now, it does hurt them in the long run as far as how people view them, but every day in life, when you lose, it's a learning experience. Kobe failed, bro. Mike failed at times, right? Like, the thing is what do you do when you fail? Do you come back better? You know what I'm saying? You working all summer on your craft to be better, or are you just sitting there? You have to ask yourself that.
You go back and you look and you find things that you could have done better. You find things that you've done well that worked. You figure out how did they work, why did they work, how can you make them work again?
Yeah.
And but the hardest thing is to face that stuff.
I always think that there's two types of players who love to win and players who hate to lose. Which one are you?
I'm neither. Meaning that, you know, I play to figure things out. I play to learn something,
curiosity.
Right? Because I think if you play with a fear of failure, or you play with the will to win, or that supersedes the fear of failure, I think it's a weakness either way.
Yes, you're not going through the process. You're not giving yourself a fair shake if you're doing that, right? You play to learn, right? You can play to win. You know, you're trying to win, of course. But you're trying to learn too. So even in losses, there's something to learn from it, right? And you're trying to, even in wins, you're trying to pick apart your performance and say, hey, how can I win more? You know what I'm saying? We winning, let's win more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because if you play with the fear of failing, you'll have the pressure on yourself to play, you know, to capitulate to that fear. If you play with the sense of I want to win, then you have the fear of what happens if you don't. But if you find common ground in the middle, in the center, then it doesn't matter. You're unfazed by it.
Exactly. It's a way of caring and not caring at the same time. Like, bro, if I shoot this shot, I'm pulling this shit. I practiced it, and I'm prepared to fail, but I don't want to fail. You know what I'm saying? I'm prepared if I don't hit it. I'm just gonna move on to the next game, and I'm gonna hit the next one. You know what I mean? And you practice in your backyard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot the shot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna miss some shots. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna shoot from half court and always hit your shot. Steph Curry doesn't even do that. So, but it's about, you know what? I hang my head. I say, nah, you know what? I'm not gonna hang my head. Next time, the next game, whoever's on the court, the next game is getting it. They get murdered.
Either, right? And that enables you to really just stay in the moment, stay connected.
And that's why I actually like about LeBron James is that his next game, usually he comes back strong. That's what I like about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been getting on him, real talk, man, to come back the next game and to try not to lose that another game in a row, that takes a little bit of heart, right, guys. That takes heart. You know what I'm saying?
And not feel anything other than what's in front of you. So practices are meant to be competitive. They're meant to be competitive. If your practices are more competitive than the games themselves, you're doing the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. And most of these teams and coaches have gotten into a mindset of resting players. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's too much. You know, we're not going to practice light day. You show up and you work. You practice. Yeah.
And this is still relevant to this day, right? Guys is not working as hard as they should be. And mainly it's because of the philosophy of coaches, organizations, and the player themselves. But if you're not preparing hard in practice, then you're bullshitting. You're not going to have that same energy towards the game. You can't. You haven't prepared yourself in the same way. You prepared yourself to take it light. And that's exactly what you're going to do on the court. You're going to take it light, and you're going to get annihilated.
Practices are going to be worse. They're going to be more physical. There's going to be more trash talking, and I'm going to let you know, right? Yeah. If you didn't show up today, I'm going to let you know. And it's going to be embarrassing.
And Kobe, in my opinion, were one of the greatest leaders in basketball. Probably the greatest leaders in basketball because, man, the way they practiced was damn near like the NBA Finals. You know what I mean? It was that type of playoff atmosphere that got their teammates ready for the biggest moments. Their teammates were sharp, and they were ready.
You're going to hate it. But when Game 7 rolls around, the NBA Finals, you will be prepared. When I play against somebody and we line up, you guard me, my whole purpose was to get you to reconsider your life choice to play basketball. Right? So at the end of the day, you're like, no way, maybe this isn't for me.
Mental warfare.
Same as we did the first day, all right? Minute drill, but it's going a minute and a half. All right? We should be better. Stay down, good defensive slide, offensive player, make it work. All right? Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Who's starting each drill? Kobe Bryant at the defensive end.
Good close out.
Oh, there we go. So this is all about setting the stage, tone for
Bryant getting it out in the mud, man.
Look at Kobe Bryant. You gotta go through all these guys defensively.
People out there don't respect Kobe's grind, bro. As a man, you gotta respect his grind. As a man, bro.
The half-court line. Now he's
as a man, you gotta respect the grind. Just on manhood, you ain't got to like him.
This is not necessarily a
grind, bro.
drill for Jeremy, as we see. Big guys usually not accustomed to handling the ball against guards, but defensively, this team was this team was deficient defensively. Kobe Bryant as a proficient defensive player over the course of his career is now challenged to have to guard some of these guards with, obviously quickness. Yeah. And then remember, he's coming off a broken bone in his knee and the Achilles injury. And he's starting to feel it here. Look how tired he's getting. This is his 5th guy now he's guarding at the defensive end. Again, this is a 36-year-old guy. And he's feeling it out here leading this.
How can you not respect the grind,
players
man?
out here doing this?
This is grinding, bro. Getting it out the mud, man.
Rick, this sets the tone.
Non-stop. Relentlessness, man. Passion. Will, bro.
And what we noticed with
your body be wanting to quit on you at certain times, man, but you push through. That's will, bro.
with age. That's a minute and a half. Pure defense right there.
On the whistle.
This man didn't cheat us, bro. I'm a Lakers fan a long time, even before Kobe was on the team. This man right here, I watched his whole career, never cheated us. Never. I'd be damned if somebody disrespect him, bro. He did everything it took for us to win, bro. Everything it took.
Moment.
Gave us everything. How many superstars you know that you're a fan of watching the game that you know that you seen with your own eyes, right? For your team, that you can honestly say gave you everything. Gave us everything, man.
That's your sole focus. So you don't think about, well, I have to do this for another year, or I have to do this for another 2 months. Just think about that moment. What are you doing at that moment in time? You focus on 100%. That happens to me, like when I'm running, when I'm working out, I'm running, and I do a lot of work on the track. And I'm running, and I'm really tired. But the finish line is all the way on the other side. And if I look at where I have to run, I get even more tired. So what I do is I just look down. I just look down, I just look at my feet just moving.
Mentality.
Then the next thing you know, I'll look up and I'm crossing the finish line.
Tunnel vision.
Perspective is really
grind,
big
man.
For me. I always try to go to the North Stars. I call them the muses and draw inspiration from them because there's nothing new under the sun. Everything's been done before. It might be a different field or whatever the case may be, but things tend to replicate themselves. So me not being able to perform because of my Achilles and old age, I drew a lot of inspiration from the fact that Beethoven was not supposed to compose the Ninth Symphony while being legally deaf. I would say that not being able to hear and compose the Ninth Symphony is probably a bigger challenge than playing basketball on 1.5 legs. It's a process. You look at process. What am I going to do? What can I control? Surgery, we'll do the surgery. Come out of the surgery, recover. From there, physical therapy. Okay, physical therapy, piece by piece by piece by piece by piece, start running, back on the court. So I broke things down into sections and said, okay, I'm going to focus on resting.
No shortcuts.
This is it. I'm going to focus on moving my toes and then walking and then. So you look at every challenge at every step.
Going through this time made me ask a lot of questions. I'm really trying to figure out what's important in life and what's
And I want to say this, right? A lot of people were getting on AD last night when he got hurt. But I want to say this. I was looking at AD and I said, at least he tried to play. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times he would fold in and he would just quit. I said, you know what? He's pushing through. You know what I mean? That's a step forward. And I know he's a professional basketball player, but it's still progress. You know what I'm saying? He tried to go, but he was actually hurting his team out there by being out there and he couldn't move, right? But you want to see guys try to push the limits, push their limits a little bit. Test that, man. Don't just fold, man, because you don't want to get hurt. Because he had so many injuries, he second guesses himself. You know what I'm saying? Test that, man. Try and get through that for the team.
Everything that I've kind of been holding as significant. The championships and the endorsements, and maybe that's not the most important thing. Because I lost sight of what is the most important thing, and that's family. It's a man's job to protect your family. It's a man's job to look out for your family. It's a man's job to always be the anchor of stability for the family. And in that aspect, I failed miserably.
I mean, we all talk about the hard work. We all talk about, okay, be this, be that, be this,
So
be
y'all
that.
hear that about family, y'all? Family should always come first. Kobe was so dedicated to his craft, he lost sight of that.
What's everything that I've kind of been holding as significant. The championships and the endorsements, and maybe that's not the most important thing. Because I lost sight of what is the most important thing, and that's family.
It's a man's job to protect your family. It's a man's job to look out for
Y'all
you.
hear that?
It's a man's job to always be the anchor of stability for the family.
Y'all be there for y'all family, yo. Don't be scumbags.
And in that aspect, I failed miserably.
That's right.
I mean, we all talk about the hard work. We all talk about, okay, be this, be that, be this, be that. But what I figured out as I got older is it's not about working hard in terms of putting in long hours, but it's about working smart. It's about working smart. When you work,
that's what you hear Tim Grover talk about Kobe. The difference between Kobe and Mike is that Mike would work smarter and Kobe would work harder. Kobe worked harder than anybody probably in the history of basketball that we know from a star. You know what I'm saying? But like this man's work ethic was crazy, but it also damaged him for the long haul.
Smart, it gives you more time to be able to spend with your family, right? And have that consistency, because it's important to win all facets, man.
What does love feel like? Happiness is such a... I think I would describe love as happiness. I think I describe it as a beautiful journey. You know, it has its ups and downs, right? Whether it's in marriage, whether it's in a career, you know, things are never perfect.
Yeah.
But through love, you continue to persevere and you move through, and then through that storm, beautiful sun emerges.
Yeah.
Right? And inevitably another storm comes. And guess what? You ride that one out too.
Yeah.
So I think love is a certain determination and persistence to go through the good times and the bad times with the someone or something that you truly love. Like my parents.
So that's a good thing, right? Because love, and that's why I tell people about happiness. I was talking to some of my female friends and like, well, I just want to be happy. There is no being happy. There's no state where you're always happy. You know what I'm saying? There's no state of mind. It doesn't exist where you're always happy. That's Walt Disney programming, right? You're gonna go through your emotions as a human being: happiness, anger, sadness. Those are natural emotions as a human being. Those are temporary. Emotions are temporary. They don't last forever. You're not going to be perpetually happy. You know what I mean? But you want to be as happy as you can be. You know what I mean? And you definitely want to have a balance, right? Sometimes anger is good, bro. If somebody's doing something to you and you're just smiling, you're a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes anger is justified if somebody wrongs you. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about life is to be even keel. You want to be the same every day. You don't want to have ups and downs. Nobody's going to want to be around you. There's certain friends I don't hang around because they're too down. And that brings me down. I want to be up as much as possible in my life because I know I'm going to hit down sometimes. My stuff's going to be like a valley, right? It's going to go down, then it's going to go up. It's going to go down, and then it's going to go up. But my goal is to have it go up and plateau and then go down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I won't fall too far. But get people away from you who don't have that same mindset, who are always sad, right? Who are always thinking about the worst. You want positivity around you.
We're great. You know, growing up, they instilled in me the importance of imagination, of curiosity, and understanding that, okay, if you want to accomplish something, I'm not just going to sit here and say, yes, you can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can, but you have to also put in the work to get there, right? So they taught me at a really early age, man. And when you grow up as a kid thinking that the world is your oyster and all things are possible if you put in the work to do it, you know, you grow up having that fundamental belief. And my father just gave me a hug and said, listen, whether you score 0 or score 60, I'm going to love you no matter what.
Wow.
And that is the most important thing that you can say to a child. Because from there, I was like, okay, that gives me all the confidence in the world to fail.
Our job is to try to inspire the creativity inside of our children so that they can think through how to problem solve situations. So like, you know, when I coach my daughter's team, it's not about giving them answers. It's about asking them questions and getting them to process things, right? When the game is being played, I'm not sitting there giving them answers or barking out things on the sideline. I sit down, I'm quiet.
He's taking that a page out of Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson would let his team just sit there and get their ass kicked so that they can learn how to figure out how to not get their ass kicked. Phil would let them go through it. Oh, okay, you get your ass kicked? Okay, figure it out. Don't look at me. Figure it out. That's how Phil was. And Phil would sit there, arms folded, quiet, and he'll continue to coach as if they have a chance of winning the game.
Coach sits there, she's quiet, and the kids figure things out for themselves, or they don't. And then they come back, and there's always questions, and then you kind of ask them more questions, and you help them figure it out. But then you see their level of excitement to practice every day increase, because it's a process that they are owning.
They're getting better.
Right? They're not coming to get orders barked at them every day. They're coming for
so Kobe faced some criticism of how he coached those girls too. Everybody like, oh, he's being too hard on them. He's trying to give them this Mamba mentality. See, they bastardized the Mamba mentality to make it seem like he's just some overbearing asshole. But what he's trying to do is push those girls so that they can be the best versions of themselves. Pressure makes diamonds, bro. You can't be so soft on people that you don't want to push them. You don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. See, they got better. They were able to get better due to somebody saying, hey, you know what? Figure it out. You did this, you did that. Guess what? We're going to annihilate this team. We're not going to show them no mercy. It's their job to figure it out. No mercy, bro. You're on the court. If you don't want to get annihilated, don't get on the court or be better. You know what I'm saying? So there was no mercy. Hell no, you're a competitor. Don't let up. Don't ever let up for your opponent on the court. Off the court, then you can be kind and go out to eat and things like that. But on the court, bro, annihilate them, destroy them. And he got criticized for having that mindset. And bro, that's not wrong. When I was growing up, bro, we were competitors, bro. We were trying to beat each other by as many points as possible. I'm trying to run up the score. When I play 2K against my homeboy, I'm trying to run up the score on his ass. You know what I'm saying? I had fourth quarter, I still got my starters in. You know what I'm saying? We trying to run this bitch up as much as we can. Yes, we are.
Their personal quest to get better. I mean, with my kids, we talk a lot about just teaching excellence. Because it translates, right? Whether it's football, basketball, or
I remember, because I'm competitive too. I remember me and my homeboy were playing 2K one time, and he was confident, he was winning, he was busting my ass, right? So he took out his best player. I looked at him, I took that as an insult. I looked at him and said, you better put him back in. He said, nah, man, I'm good, man, I'm straight. Hey, Chris, if you listening to this, you know what I'm talking about, bro. But he was like, yeah, I'm good, I'm straight. Nah, sir, I'm good, man. He was confident. He was like, man, nigga, I'm good, I'm straight. Bro, I started coming back. I looked at that nigga. I started coming back. Yeah, girl. Started coming back, beat him. I ended up hitting the bullshit. This is like, what, 2K8? I think Chris Paul was on the cover. I dunked from the fucking free throw line. I pulled off some bullshit. Chris Paul could never do that. But I dunked for the damn free throw line, bro, over the whole damn team. And he lost the game. Bro, that lets you know, if you're up 30, 40 points, don't underestimate your opponent, bro. You don't know how much fight is in that dog, bro. And I don't give up. I don't give up. I don't fold 10. He'll tell you that himself. When we play, I don't give up. I keep coming. You have to beat me. You know what I'm saying? You have to stomp me out.
Baseball, whatever it is, once you learn what excellence looks like, you can translate that to any field. Right? It's basketball, you translate it to writing.
And that's in anything I do. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am, but my personality-wise.
Whatever the case may be, once you have what that excellence looks like and what that detail and attention to detail looks like, then you have a foundation that you can build anything on top of. It's also the strength, too, of being able to tell your family members and your friends to shut up. Because, they'll be like, oh, you should be starting. Oh, you should be playing. I don't know what they're doing. Shut up. If I'm not playing, I need to get better at this. I need to get better at that. There's things I can control, and this is what I'm going. But unfortunately, there's a lot of noise, a lot of outside noise from friends and former coaches and all sorts of stuff, filling your head with nonsense. And you have to be able to have the strength to edit that and say, no, I don't want to hear it. This is on me.
I must know what your reaction to this.
Okay.
So the Lakers had an 8-game losing streak.
They beat the Celtics. Overtime, great. This is from after that
We
game.
had a trash ass team that year.
This got interesting. Come back and forth until you get the press here.
You feel me? We back in the building. Y'all thought we was gone. My man Jay Lane was doing his thing. Jay Hill doing his thing.
Nick Young played too much. And this is probably why Kobe didn't really like Jeremy Lin. Because he felt like he was leading that team to nowhere.
You know how you do it. You know, Jay Lane goes to the back like ain't nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you got a nice suit on today too, man.
Appreciate that, Frank.
You got
Man, wow.
Now, would that happen if you were there? Would there be a celebration?
As a leader of a team, it's also your responsibility to elevate the rest of the guys. And what people tend to get stuck on a lot is saying, okay, the way to make players better is to pass them the ball when they're open. That's a very trivial way to look at things. What you have to do is you have to get them emotionally to want to be better. You have to get them to an emotional space where they wake up every morning driven to be the best version of themselves.
And that's leadership. You push that guy so he'd be ready in those positions. You push. That's like Michael Jordan and Steve Kerr. Michael Jordan pushed them dudes in practice. Them dudes were ready for anything. You know what I'm saying? If they played the Monstars, the Bulls would be ready. You know what I mean? Like the dudes were put in those situations. Michael was fierce in practice. You know what I'm saying? Even punched Steve Kerr in the face. Why? Because he wanted them dudes to be held accountable, and he wanted them dudes to excel, right? It was bigger than just passing the ball. It's, hey, you're going to be ready for this situation. It's readiness. It's preparedness. Guys can catch the ball, but miss the fucking shot because they're not prepared to be in that situation. So as a leader, you have to prepare your guys, right? And that's what Kobe's talking about. Leadership is more than just giving somebody the ball and telling them to shoot. You know what I'm saying? It's riding that dude, telling that dude, hey, you got to work, bro. You got to work. You know what I'm saying? Getting on his ass. You work or you won't play. You know what I'm saying? Or you won't, or you're going to be out of here. And so that's the main thing, man, about being a warrior, bro. You got to push other warriors. You can't be a warrior by yourself, bro. You got to have a team behind you, a crew. And so in order for you to be the best version of yourself, your crew got to be behind you too.
Right? And how do you do that? And in practice, for me, it was a chance to drive them, to challenge them, right? And this is where you have to know your teammates. It's important to know each and every one of them individually, personally, because then you know what nerve to touch. Some guys, it's like, okay, come on, we can do this. That'll get them going. Other guys don't. You gotta figure out what button to push.
And that's parenting too. That's not only, I'm a parent too, guys, but that's not only just in basketball. That's parenting, bro. Every kid that you have isn't gonna have the same personality. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter is not gonna have the same personality as your son, and vice versa, right? So you have to, as far as fatherhood, you have to manage the personalities, right, and deal with their problems. They have different issues, right? So players are going through different things. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's cousin died. You know what I'm saying? Or certain things get certain people motivated. You have to know that, right? So it's bigger than just passing people the ball, bro. And I know a lot of people like big assist numbers and everything and all that, and it looks good, and sometimes it is good, right? But the thing about it is, are you getting the other guys ready? You know what I'm saying? Because anybody in the NBA could score if you give them enough shots. But are they going to be ready in those pressured moments where you need them to hit the game, hit the shot with the game on the line, or you need them to come through defensively to get a stop?
When you have empathy towards your teammates, it helps you communicate better, helps you be a better leader, right? When you have empathy towards your opponents, it helps you destroy them quicker, right? Seriously. Think about it, because you understand exactly who they are. You understand what they've gone through. You understand what buttons to push. You understand if they're insecure. You understand if they fear embarrassment. And we talk about.
And he knew with certain teams, if you hit them hard in the beginning, they quit. You know, certain players' personalities, you hit them hard, they fold. And that's life. You know, sometimes you hit certain people hard and they fight back. You're like, oh yeah, I can rock with this dude. But then you hit some people hard and they quit and they fold, you kind of lose respect for them. You know what I'm saying? You really do.
Work all the time. It's like, man, if you gotta get up every single morning and remind yourself how hard you need to work, you probably need to choose a different profession.
You're not cheating anybody but yourself. Right? I mean, you're tired. You're literally this far away from the line. Why would you not go that extra to touch the line?
Exactly.
Right? So if I let him get away with that, then as years go on, he's not going to reach his full potential because he's been taking these little shortcuts that just add up. And our job as teachers, as mentors, as inspirers, it's our responsibility to hold them accountable.
And that's the thing. People be like, well, Kobe and Mike are hard on these guys and they're assholes, and bro. Nah, they're leaders, bro. You're leading men. When you join the military, bro, they're not nice to your ass. They put you through hell, right? They put you through boot camp, right? Because they're preparing you for a war. Not saying basketball is the same thing, but it's got the same mentality behind it. Like, kill or be killed sometimes, bro. And that's the thing. People want you to be soft on these guys. Then when these guys go to battle, they get slaughtered. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I'm gonna make you, if you right there, bro, finish. You right there. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to finish this paper because I'm tired. Bro, you have 5 more minutes to finish that last paragraph, bro. Go ahead and finish that last paragraph, then you can sleep in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, push through. You know what I'm saying? You're almost there. Why give up now? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that far to go. And so that you develop a quitter's mentality because you've been building up a habit to quit and take shortcuts. And that's what Kobe didn't allow, and that's what Mike didn't allow. Shortcuts, bro. You have to go see your goals all the way through.
Conceptual, people think.
And it was justified for them to require that of you because they did it. Bro, these dudes didn't take no shortcuts. You could talk to all their teammates, right? No shortcuts. No matter how much somebody disagreed with their methods and blah, blah, blah. They were led by example. No shortcuts. Run through the wall.
Success comes from everybody putting their arms around each other.
Yeah, hit the wall, fall down, try and run through it again.
Kumbaya out and pat them on the back when they mess up, and that's just not reality. If you're going to be a leader, you're not going to please everybody. You got to hold people accountable. Compare it to sitting across from somebody at a dinner table. If we're sitting across from each other, and would you rather sit with a person that's going to be afraid to tell you have something in between your teeth and let you walk around a restaurant smiling and stuff like that when you got stuff in between your teeth? Or would you rather sit with somebody that's not afraid to have that moment of being uncomfortable to tell you have something in your tooth so you can get it out and don't look like an idiot in front of everybody else?
If you were having a conversation, you at 37, and I'm Kobe at 18.
People don't like the truth no more, bro. Like, when you give somebody constructive criticism, they hate that shit because they're so used to being pumped up, and social media has done something to the ego to where you try to correct somebody on social media, even if you're dead right, even if you're in the right, bro, they'll get pissed because they're used to ass kissers. You know what I'm saying? The like button. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That shit is destructive. And so you're in a world where you can't criticize nobody for being a bad parent. You know what I'm saying? You can't criticize anybody for just being an asshole. And so you have to allow these things nowadays. You know, instead of a person being able to take that in and say, you know what, I can improve. I can do this. If I did this, I wouldn't be in this situation. Nope, I can do this all by myself and all this other stuff, you know? Silliness.
What would you tell the young Kobe?
I would say focus on human nature. You have to balance out understanding human nature with the obsession to understand exact tactics of basketball. And as I've gotten older, I understood you can execute till the cows come home. But if you don't understand human nature, if you don't understand how to relate to others, if you don't understand what makes them tick, you're never going to win a championship. You know, when you're in this culture in our society.
You hear that? So what about that is important? It's important because you got a guy, of the name of James Harden who hasn't won a championship, right? And this is the reason why. Let me go back. This is the reason why James Harden never won a championship, because he's not leading. Look.
At 18, what would you tell the young Kobe? I would say focus on human nature. You have to balance out understanding human nature with the obsession to understand exact tactics of basketball. And as I've gotten older, I understood you can execute till the cows come home. But if you don't understand human nature, if you don't understand how to relate to others, if you don't understand what makes them tick, you're never going to win a championship. You know, when you're in the...
And that's why Kobe said James Harden's style is not going to win a championship, because he's not leading. He's not getting the best out of his teammates. The offense is predictable, right? And so in order to win, be on that championship level, you have to be a great leader, or you have to have one beside you on the team. You know what I'm saying? You have to set the tone for your teammates in order to reach that level of success. You know what I'm saying? And James Harden is a guy who took shortcuts, like Kobe said. And there's no knock on James Harden as a human being. He just has. We've seen it with our own eyes. You know, a lot of people gonna get mad at me for criticizing James Harden right now. But that's a soft mentality, bro. He's a man, and we expect more from him because of his ability, his potential, his talent, right? We're saying, where's the heart and desire? Where's you crossing the finish line? You're right there, but you quit. You know what I mean? You're right there. You leave Houston. You go to Brooklyn. You're right there. You got everything practically you want. You want it. You're right there. You quit. You go to Philly. You're right there. You got the MVP and Joel Embiid right beside you. You're right there. You quit. You know what I'm saying? Now you're in the Clippers. Now let's see what you do. Hopefully you'll break that habit. But you're used to taking shortcuts, and no one can say anything to you like I was saying before about criticism. Now he wants to be the system. You know what I'm saying? After not being able to lead the system, right? Lead a system. So he's taking shortcuts, and he's just spinning the block around the NBA. And now he has to figure it out. Okay, this is a turning point for James Harden's career, because I think the Clippers could be his last stop, because teams are going to start looking at it like he's getting older, he's declining, he's got an attitude, and can't win with this guy.
In this culture, in our society, you can do some phenomenal things individually, but they'll never reach their full potential unless you do them collectively. And you have to figure out how to do that. You know, you have to be really observant, and you have to. That was a big transition for me. I went from being a scorer and a floor general to now, to being a leader. And that meant putting others first.
And he had to learn that, because Kobe was trying to, at times he could do too much. He had to learn that. That was a process that it took for him to understand personalities.
Not worrying about are you in rhythm? You know, are you playing well in this game? Are you ready to go? To me, are they ready? I learned leadership lessons just from walking in the park, and just observing nature and the sun's relationship with nature and relationship with the moon, and the sun understanding when to be present and when to go away, right? Because as a teammate, it was like, dude, the sun's out all damn long. You're gonna sunburn a hell of a lot of people.
And he used to do that, right? He used to be on people's ass a little bit too much sometimes. And he realized over time, he was like, man, I have to let up. I have to allow people to do them.
Right, so if I'm playing this game and I'm on top of my guys for 48 minutes, dude, you're gonna sunburn every single teammate there. Right, so there's certain times where it's important for the sun to be present. There's other times where it needs to go away. It's like as a kid, I said, I wanna be the best ever. Right, and now you go through your life and everything you do is trying to be the best ever, be the best ever, be the best ever. And as you get older, you start understanding that those things are very superficial things. Right? And everybody has a different opinion about it. No matter what you do, I can win 20 championships. There's always an opinion on who's the best. Everybody. And
I had somebody ask me, well, what does LeBron have to do to surpass Jordan and be the greatest of all time? And I'm looking at this guy like, nothing, bro. It's people's fucking opinion. You're not gonna win that. You can win 20, 30 championships. If they think you're a bum, they're gonna think you're a bum, bro. But it's up to y'all. If y'all feel that way, then y'all represent that. You know what I mean? And we'll represent our side, and they'll represent their side, and everybody's got their own opinions. There's no amount of championships that LeBron can win to make people feel like he's gonna be better than Bill Russell, better than Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And better than Kobe. It's just not gonna happen. So you guys are looking for something that doesn't exist. I'm not gonna sit there and argue with Jordan fans all day and why I think Kobe's better. It's a waste of fucking time. They're gonna say 6-0, and they're gonna say they're gonna go to the stat sheet. I already know the playbook. They're gonna go to the 10 scoring titles. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna go to. You know, and rightfully so. And those arguments, guess what? Those arguments are going to benefit Michael Jordan. So they're gonna always present argument. Somebody's always gonna present an argument for the case as a GOAT for their favorite player by appealing to their favorite player's strengths, right? I go off competition. I go off a skill level. I go off of doing the most with the least, things like that, right? Those things benefit Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm aware of this, guys. That's why I say it's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, but some things ain't opinion, right? Some things ain't opinion. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say Kobe's a better shooter than Steph Curry. That's stupid shit. But things like the GOAT, that's opinion, bro. Top 5, that's opinion. Why are we arguing these things? And then people get mad and want to fucking fight each other over an opinion. That's what sports media has created. You know what I'm saying? My guy versus your guy, and whoever can ride this guy the most wins.
There's different opinions. And so I started really kind of understanding, maybe that's not the important thing. Maybe the important thing is to, how do we as a team grow? How do I help my teammates be better? So that was the first change for me. And then as I got older still, it became more about how are you inspiring others, right, to find themselves. That is the ultimate championship. So won 5 championships, that's great. Another team won a championship this year. Team's gonna win a championship next year. Those things come and they go. But what stays is, how do you use your passion and use that to inspire somebody else to create their passion? And then how can they pass that on to the next person? We've been pigeonholed.
Exactly, right? So that's insightful, right? You're trying, as a leader, you want to see your guys succeed. And it's not just about your success, bro. That's selfish. It should be about every man on that team. That's why, as a Lakers fan, bro, I had this one guy talk trash about Robert Horry, and I said, bro, we love Robert Horry. We love Pau Gasol. We love Kwame Brown. We love Andrew Bynum. We love Lamar Odom. You know what I'm saying? We love these guys, right? We love all these role players, bro. We love Shaq. We love all these role players, right? Well, Shaq wasn't a role player. But with the exception of Shaq and Rick Fox, you know what I'm saying? Devin George, Sasha Vujacic, Ronnie Turiev, Jordan Farmar. We honor these guys. We don't crap on these guys, bro. Trevor Ariza. We don't crap on these guys. Ron Artest, World Peace. We don't crap on these guys. Why? Because these guys helped Kobe get a championship. They helped the Lakers put up 15 and 16 as banners. You know what I'm saying? They helped the Lakers 3-peat. You know what I'm saying? Some of them helped the Lakers 3-peat. Some of them helped them in 15 and 16. And when I say 15 and 16, I'm talking about 2009 and 2010 championships as far as the Lakers franchise championship banners, right? So you gotta honor these guys, man. I hear too many fans today say, oh, well, this guy's a bum or this guy's trash. Bro, that's his teammate, bro. And some of these people they chose to play with. So if you choose to play with this guy, you ride with this guy, you ride until the wheels fall off, bro. That's your dog, bro. That's your guy you going to war with, bro. You know, in battle, I'm not gonna leave my guy behind. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Going back and getting him. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't endanger the group, I'm going back and getting them. We're leaving out here together.
Thinking that we can only be one thing. And so when I retired, everybody is saying, okay, he's too competitive. He's not going to know what to do with himself. He's going to have to come back. I took that as a personal challenge of them thinking I'm this one-dimensional person. That all I know is how to dribble the ball, shoot the ball, and play basketball and compete at that level. And so I took it as a personal challenge. I will never come back to the game, ever. I'm here to show people that we can do much more than that. And creating this business, winning an Oscar, winning the Emmy and the Annie, those are the things that are showing other athletes that come after. No, there's more to this thing.
Dance beautifully in the box that you are comfortable dancing in, right? So like everybody's box is different. My box was to be extremely ambitious within the sport of basketball. Your box is different than mine, right? Every kid here has their own box, but it doesn't mean that your box isn't as beautiful as mine, right? Everybody has their own. It's your job to try to perfect it and make it as beautiful of a canvas as you can make it.
If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. Not think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, because you can always go back and do it again.
That's right.
So it loses its flavor, it loses its beauty. When things are final, moments won't ever come again.
So that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this episode of the Kobe Bryant Film Room. And there you go, the Mamba mentality from Mr. Kobe Bryant himself. And hopefully you guys learned what the Mamba mentality truly stands for. Hard work, dedication to whatever you do. Pushing through, perseverance. You know what I'm saying? Just having the never say die attitude, right? It ain't about being an asshole and all this other stuff that they try to make it seem in the media, because the media wants to disparage the man. It's about the striving for greatness, moving towards greatness every single day. You're not going to achieve greatness and just sit there. If you get great, you're going to push your limits to be even more great. Every single day, it's a process, because it's this thing called life. And in life, you can fall off. So the thing is that you don't want to be a person who falls off, right? And so that is the true meaning of the Mamba mentality, right? So this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. I thank you and I appreciate you guys for watching and tuning into my channel. Like and subscribe if you like the content and support the content. Shout out to all you content creators out there. Sometimes this stuff is not easy. It takes hard work. It takes long hours, and it takes a passion, right? So this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room, and I'll holla.